I'm the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas, and the B stands for bringing the action to Chincoteague, Virginia. The time is almost here, as this Saturday, May 14th, Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling presents Rise. You'll see the main event, the big one, as Ty Awesome and Phil Brown face off for the newly vacated ESPW heavyweight title. Ty Awesome recently had a few choice words for Phil Brown. See what he's got to say.
Saturday, May 14th, Ty Flipping Awesome returns to Chincoteague, Virginia in Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling because I'm getting the opportunity of a lifetime. I am getting the opportunity to become the very first Eastern Shore Professional Wrestling Heavyweight Champion as I, Ty Awesome, go up against Virginia's own, the Goliath of a man, Phil Brown. And Phil, you might be bigger than me, and you're definitely stronger than me. But just like my pop-pop told me, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And I will get you in that ring May 14th, lock you in the tarantula, make you tap out, and become the very first Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Awesome seems bound and determined to walk out of Chincoteague with the ESPW belt, but can he best the Platinum Icon? One man leaves with gold, one man leaves with broken dreams, but you'll have to be there to figure out which man can call themselves ESPW Heavyweight Champion. While only one man walks out as ESPW Heavyweight Champion, however, two of the stars of ESPW's women's division have been embroiled in a vicious war of words that will end in the ring on May 14th.
Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling in the sleepy island of Chincoteague, Virginia. You have no idea what you're in for. Mother Endless is coming. I'm bringing all of this gold with me, and I'm taking victories away.
The confidence and the gold that Mother Endless is bringing cannot be overstated. But once the challenge was laid out, Stella Gray was quick to answer the call.
Well, Mother Endless. I gotta admit, you've made quite the name up for yourself. Had some impressive matches against some fierce competitors. Now the problem is, you picked a fight with two of my dojo sisters, Damaris Dawkins and Vita Von Star. Now that is where you went wrong. Because now you've gotten my attention and pissed me off. You don't pick a fight with my family and expect me to sit back quietly in the shadows. So this Saturday, May 14th, at Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling, you have a world of trouble coming your way in the form of Stella Gray.
These two women collide head-to-head at Rise. In addition to those two amazing belts, Rise will also feature 3 matches that are qualifiers for the Coastal 8 tournament. The first of which is Mark Dangerfield Jr. and Sean Carlson doing battle with Jason and Wes Rogers, the Grappital Vices. The Vices have been seen everywhere, from viral videos to national television, but Carlson and Dangerfield are coming in with something to prove.
May 14th, the workhorses, we ride our horses on down to Chincoteague, Virginia. And see that, whoa! There's Chincoteague! There's a couple wild horses running around there thinking they know how to run things. And I'm talking to you, Sin and Wes, Grappital Vices.
Wait. Capital.
Grappital, they lost the green. It's Grappital now.
Oh.
It's alright, bud. Grappital Vices. You can go around and you think you can throw your bellies around and run this stuff. You're looking at two guys who don't give a damn how far you've traveled. You're looking at two guys who don't give a damn what you've done for this business. One.
Like the beaver? Or
Not the beaver dam.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't give a beaver dam
We
about
don't
it.
give a beaver dam!
That's right. And when it comes to us, team versus team, you just can't match it. We got our backs. You guys don't even know what's going on. See you boys May 14th.
Wait a second, though. I think the Grappital Vices are standing by.
Good evening. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this important news bulletin. I'm your news host, Wes Rogers, along with my co-host, Jay Sin, here to bring you the important news on the hour. May 14th, Chincoteague Island. ESPW returns, and the big news is...
Let's switch gears. I'm tired of the game. Listen, boys, do you forget who we are and what we do? Listen, Dangerfield, Carson, talk about switching gears. You do the little yee, redneck yell. Let me tell you something. We're the best damn tag team in the state of Virginia, let alone the East Coast or the world. So, ESPW, Chincoteague, don't forget what we do. Grab the devices. The 14th, ESPW, we're coming for you, because later on, that tournament we heard about, it's a rumor, breaking news, right? The belts are coming home to us. Believe it.
We'll have more on the story as it develops. Now let's kick it over to weather.
Weather? I'm no weatherman, but the forecast calls for stormy skies for those two teams in Rise. There will be more qualifiers for the Coastal 8, as we'll also see the team of AK and Isaiah Frazier, the Fly Fellas, doing battle with the front line, Tony Dempsey and the Glasgow Dragon, Dennis Wade. This will be a clash of styles for sure, but with four competitors who have no quit doing battle, there's no telling who walks out of Chincoteague with the win. Let's hear from the Fly Fellas right now.
Hey, get it. Come here. Be scared. Listen, you know what we just finished doing? Banging heads in. Wade brothers, front line. You know when we show up to Chincoteague, you better hand us our cash first. Because after we're done knocking your damn head off, you might forget to pay us. And then we really have to run your pockets.
Cause see, Five Fellas, we about money. We about having a good time. We about knocking some heads. So come May 14th, Dennis, whoever your brother's name is, you better be ready.
Why does it even matter? It doesn't even matter. We can fight you guys. We can fight any other rookies on the roster, any other person who thinks they can step in the ring and be a professional wrestler. This is what a real tag team's about. Count the gold, count the venues, and count the money.
The Glasgow Dragons had a lot to say in response, but he sent this video from his vacation residence in Florida.
As I enjoy these last few nights of my vacation in South Florida, the time draws near for May 14th. What does that mean? I'm a gambling man. A horse just won the Kentucky Derby at 80-1. On May 14th, I do what I always do. I give my brother 150%. He gives me 150%. You add that together, that's 300%. 300% guarantee to Fly Fellas that the front line will walk out victorious.
I'm not sure if that math adds up, but one thing is for sure, there's going to be a tag team fight on the Eastern Shore. Speaking of tag team war, the last of those three qualifying matches will feature the Art of War, Jason Andrews, and the Arsenal, A.K. Willis, against Timmy Danger and Eddie Diamond, the Sanctuary. Those two teams have been making waves everywhere they go, and on May 14th, we'll witness a struggle to see which team manages to advance in the Coastal 8. Not only do we have a title match, not only do we have Coastal 8 qualifiers, but we also have an open challenge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen up very closely because I don't like repeating myself twice. The last time that I was at ESPW, I was in an unexpected fatal four-way match. And we already know, whether you guys want to agree with me or not, I don't give a damn. That match was an absolute fluke! But it's okay, it's all right. You're gonna have some haters along the way, that's life. And it's clear to me that ESPW management, as well as the ESPW fans, as well as that locker room, hates on your boy. The man that is 100% too legit for you, and quite frankly, the greatest man to ever step foot in an ESPW ring. May 14th. Who is going to step up and fight me?
You come close. How about this? You, come here. So, John Washington is issuing another open challenge. I'm going to accept that challenge. That's right. So on May 14th, make sure you make your way down to Chincoteague, Virginia, Chincoteague Fire Hall. because you're not going to want to miss this action. This coon, this man claims that it was a fluke that he lost. Which in terms, he's trying to say it was a fluke that I won. John, I'm going to put you down, man. And I'm going to make a big example of you. I'm going to prove to everyone why I'm not a fluke. I'm going to prove to everyone why I am the bulldozer. I'm going to prove to everyone why I am the insurance policy. Now, Poindexter, go on somewhere before I make an example out of you. Did I just tell...
That cameraman was 25. Rest in peace. Will it also be the end for John Washington, or can he redeem himself with the win over Tiberius? Speaking of redemption, let's hear from Bo Crockett.
I've had a long time to think about that match with Joey Paris. A long time to think about how that match ended. A long time to watch the footage of Joey Paris not being able to beat me without going low. Doesn't sit right with me. Does not sit right with Bo Crockett. So how about we rectify that? Joey, I want you to lace those boots up real tight and come meet me in the middle of the ring on March 14th, because you know you can't beat me. I know you can't beat me. It's time for Shikati to know that you can't beat me.
Crockett saying that Paris couldn't have beaten him without using some creative methods, but Paris wasn't about to let Crockett's challenge go unanswered.
Bo, come on, man. Listen, a little birdie told me, that little birdie right there, told me that you felt cheated, that you feel slighted, and that you know, and that I know, and that everybody knows, and that birdie knows that you can beat me. Well, guess what? You didn't win. I did. 1, 2, 3, you're back, that mat. I don't owe you nothing. No rematch. That company doesn't owe you a lollipop, a sticker, a hug. You lost. If you don't like it, you can make like a tree and leaf, buddy. But I mean, I should give you some kind of thanks. You see, you gave me my first win in Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Jingle Brawl. I was in a match before that, the Pride of the Island Battle Royale, but how was I supposed to win that when that giant tub of goo Everest was there? 800 pounds. I'll get to you, mister. So you want a rematch? I mean, I beat you once, I could surely do it again. But I've already beaten you the good old-fashioned classic way. How about, hear me out, May 14th, Chicken Tea, Virginia, Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Rise. A submission match, Joey Paris versus the White Wolf, Bo Crockett.
The ink is dry on the contract, and we are going to see Crockett and Paris in a submission match. Can Crockett get revenge, or does Paris go 2-0? We'll find out May 14th. But we'll also answer another question at Rise.
Eastern Shore Professional Wrestling. I'm eyeing the championship scene very closely. And we're going to conduct some business that night. As a matter of fact, we're going to conduct some very big business that night, because I will have a giant of a man there with me. And I assure you, the jaws of every man, woman, and child will drop wide open when they see what I have in store for you.
Big promises made by dazzling Derek Bennett, but I'm sure he won't disappoint. Always trust a guy with that much style. Speaking of guys with style, Mr. Ooh La La is ready for his battle with Everest, and he promises big things for his debut here in ESPW.
Ha ha ha! Ooh la la! Eastern Shore! Ha ha! I'm coming! Dennis Wade C. I see what an appropriate place. Deep Hole Road. Well, Dennis, you're digging a deep hole, and I'm coming in there, and I'm going to fill it in with Eastern Shore wrestlers. Eastern Shores, May 14th, 2022. Ha ha! I invade Shakatank. Ha ha!
You'll also see the ESPW debut of Double K and so much more. May 14th, Chincoteague, Virginia, ESPW Rise. My broadcast colleagues from the 2300 podcast and I will be there to witness history on the shore. And you should too.